Hi, I'm Mike Siegel. Welcome to episode 4 of the Legends of Billiards series, brought to you by the Pro Billiards Tour. I'm here with Reed Pierce, and this guy, I have no clue who he is. However, you are going to find out who he is when you watch this next match. It's spectacular.
There's things to stop and think about. He'll slow down, don't worry.
Well, this has been an exciting week at the Pro Tour Championship, and I think we got a great title match here. Two champions that are used to being in this position.
I'm looking forward to this one, and I'm sure you are too, right? Does this bring back memories?
Yeah, it sure does. I tell you, because this was a great win for me. I hadn't won in a while, and to play good and pull it out was good.
Now, I'm under the impression, I know Pat Fleming kept the AccuStats and all the statistics on pool, and one of those was the lag, which you actually, for what years, you were like the top lagger.
Yeah,
right?
for quite a few years, yeah. And the way I lagged was, a lot of people don't know this, but they're going to know it now, is what I would do, I would wait till the other person lagged almost all the time, and then I would hit my lag off of their hit. If I thought their hit was going to be long or short, that's the way I lagged.
That's cheating.
That's a little unfair, I think.
You should try it sometime.
Maybe we should have tried that, Mike.
Over the years, I had a couple comebacks, like after I retired, they brought me back. And you ready for this? I dogged the lag. Always. I hit some lag so bad, 2 feet from the end rail.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
well,
horrible.
it's a little touch, you have to have a good touch there.
I know both of these guys well, Buddy Hall and Kim Davenport. Me and Kim's been friends a long time. We've had some
40 years, maybe.
Yeah.
It's been since I
We had a
met
couple
you.
gunfights back in Mississippi, back in the old days.
Yeah, we did.
Good times. And
So this match now they're playing race to 9. Let's get everybody so they know what's going on. It's a race to 9, right? This is 94.
94, yeah, it's
90?
Pro Tour Championships.
Yeah. This was in Owensboro, Kentucky.
Owensboro, Nick Varner's home, and excuse me. Nick was a great player. I think Nick might have been the number one player in '94 and one player of the year. It's been a long time ago, but I believe that's what happened. And we brought the Pro Tour Championship to the town, and kind of just a salute to Nick. The Pro Billiards Tour was really hitting top gear about '94. We got established in '91. And when we hit this, there was no entry fees for the top 32 players. We'd gotten rid of the entry fees, and we were producing our own shows, and we owned our shows. And before, this is the first time in the history it ever happened, where we actually owned our own product. And we were everybody was so excited about what's going to happen in pool. We couldn't actually wait. This year was almost over. We couldn't wait till the next year to see what was going to happen in pool. It was.
I mean,
wonderful
so you
time.
guys were getting sponsorship. I think they were, for pool at that time, it was like $50,000 or $100,000 added into the purse, which for pool is really big.
Yeah.
And I missed out on this. This first game you actually break and you're running out.
Yeah,
correct?
well, like I said before in some of the other shows, that it's so important. If you can win that lag, you've got a great chance to go up 1-0 or 2 or 3. You can run some racks. So, yeah.
And they're playing on these Cal Spa tables. They look like a gold crown. How did they play?
They played really well. And the funny thing is, I was with Cal Spas for about 8 months, and they decided that they didn't no longer want my services. So they kind of let me go, and then they were still sponsoring with the tour. Right. But then, I had no Cal Spas logo on, and I wound up winning the tournament after they let me go. So tough luck.
Did you play in this one, Reed?
yeah, I was at this event. I didn't fare very well.
Who'd you play? Now look, we're looking at a statistic here. Nick Varner. I remember because there was one year, didn't Nick win they had 12 or 14 tournaments? He won 10 of them.
That was in 1989. He beat me in the finals 5 times. Don't remind me, please.
But that is an incredible, Nick Varner, he weighs about 80 pounds soaking wet. The guy breaks hard and he knows how to play.
Oh, Nick could really play. I mean, he was one of the all-time great players, Nick Varner.
I had just started out in 1994 on the tour, and what really got me out there was Don Mackey and the Professional Billiard Tour was paying the top 32 players entry fees to all the events. And I wasn't in the top 32. And Don actually, I think he saw that I was a top player and he waived it for me. And I actually won the Dallas Open in 1994, right before this event. And that's what really got me started, and it really turned me into what I am today. You know, what I feel like made my career good.
I think
Great.
it was unbelievable not to pay an entry fee. I mean,
Yes, it was
just like-
huge.
It took burden off us. I mean, really. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
right.
Nobody else has ever done it.
$300 or $400, and we had to. When we traveled, we were just like the pro golfers or anybody else. We had to pay for food. We had to pay for a hotel. So it was quite expensive. I mean, it didn't cost as much to fly across the country then as it does now, but it was still quite an expense.
Plus your home, I mean, you have a house, you have a mortgage, you have a car. Hopefully you have a mortgage, I don't know. But that's why I gave it up. I went into the cube business. I mean, I was winning, and I retired at 40. I just kind of, the air came out of me. I got inducted in the Hall of Fame young, and after that I said, I'm done. I just didn't have the hunger anymore.
Well, that's okay.
But I still love to compete. I mean, I love competition.
Kim was probably, might have been the sharpest guy on tour. He dressed sharp. He was flashy. He was from California.
You're going to embarrass me now.
There you go.
I mean,
and now look at
he was.
Now look at
he was
that's
one
funny,
cool.
Mike.
He was one cool cat, man, and believe me, and a great guy, great friend. I learned a lot from Kim. Like I said, me and him played against each other quite a bit, and I really respect you, Kim. And
how old are you,
great
Kim, in
friends.
this? How old are you?
Well, I'm 66 right now. This was 1994. I know.
So
you do the math. Put it that way.
How old were you?
Ooh, look at that shot.
Huh?
You do the
Did you
math.
see what he just did?
So you were in the 30s, and Buddy was how old?
Well, Buddy I believe, is 77 right now.
No, I mean in this match.
This was 1994. Buddy's 77. You do the math.
32.
I'm not going to do the math.
Okay, so here's the thing. That
He was
this match.
53 then. No,
So,
43. Buddy would have been 43 right here.
Been older than that.
Older than that, I
Been
think.
49, I think.
49. So Buddy's 49.
Yeah, my bad.
So this is like the older guy playing the young up-and-comer kind of a thing, right? Or
Yeah, but I was still. I mean, I
mean-
was still not young, but I was mid 30s, I guess,
But wouldn't you think?
maybe close to 40.
Well, when was your prime, Mike? And at what age do you feel like you were at your best?
maybe, I don't know, 30s, I guess. I'm not really sure. I mean, my thing was pretty steady. Naturally, every year I learned more stuff. I thought I played good at one age, and then the next year I played better and better, and so on and so forth, like that.
Did you see that shot?
Yeah, he curved
He
it.
drew
almost
it.
made
He drew it off there.
But this guy is the guy I had the most problems with when I played in the finals.
Well, I can understand that.
Yeah, well, it's one of them things. Buddy.
Yeah, he was
Buddy,
great. It was unbelievable. And Buddy, now, like I said, when you're in your 40s and even close to your 50s and into your early 50s, you can still play some of your best.
Oh,
pool
yes,
ever.
of course. Yeah, pool is one of those games that even at, I would say 45, easily play top pool.
Oh, yeah.
But I think, really and truly, though, I think all players, I mean, were at their best. Once they pass 40, I don't remember anyone being at their best when they reached age 40.
Nick.
Well, maybe so.
Yeah, Nick
was
Earl.
Nick won all those tournaments, and he was like
Yeah, but-
42 or 3.
Yeah, but my point is don't you think he probably played a little better, though, when he was younger?
I don't understand. What were you doing on that
Oh, I
shot?
tried to reverse it, and I didn't go down deep in and up
Yeah, I
into
know.
the pocket and come out 2 rails, and it was just
They don't do a repeat on these, right? Because I watched this match, and I go, why was he doing that? And I know he had to go deep.
Well, it was a
You
miss.
tried to draw it more down towards the corner and come
then
out short.
Come out
back.
straight, and it
Yeah.
just got away from me. So
You hit it too thin, like.
yeah, and I'm trying to kick this in the corner. That was, and hey, what are you going to do? I mean, I made a bad shot. That's what happened. And now instead of 2-0, it's 1-1.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's huge, sure. You know, now here's something in score.
Here it is. Here it is.
Yeah, watch. See, you're trying to
Yeah,
go
I think you lost
Go
it.
way down and come back
You
up.
missed it a foot at least.
Yeah, at least.
Here's another thing. You know, I don't know. Did you ever play to score when you were playing? Did you play to score, determining if you would shoot or not?
Well, if I
depending
was
what
if I
score
was behind, I would always be
Shoot.
more aggressive
Right.
if I was behind.
But I'm saying that there's certain key games like 2-1 or no 3-1. Okay, if you go ahead 4-1, that's a big lead. 3-2 is even. So in a match, especially race to 9, there's key, and I always felt a lot of pressure on those because of the score.
Sure.
Even if I had an easy run out.
Yes.
You know, that's maybe. Look at Buddy. I have pictures of Buddy when we weighed the same.
You know, Buddy Hall.
He got big.
Buddy Hall, in my opinion, on his game, there's never been a player that played position as good as he did. Not only did he get the correct angle on the ball, he got closer to the object ball than any other player that's ever lived. I don't care, you can go back or go forward now. Nobody played position like this guy. He was the best that's ever done it.
Yeah, I would have to disagree with that. But that's
well, I agreed with him because Buddy did play.
You agree with me?
Everything was just perfect.
Yeah, he was.
That was the strength of his game. Yeah.
Like where I might get this far from the object ball, Buddy's going to be here with the same angle. We got the same angle, but he's going to half it on me, at least.
Look,
I mean, that's how
Buddy
good he
didn't
was.
have a long stroke. Look at the stroke right there. That's only maybe 5, 6
Well, he had a
inches.
solid. He had a
was
solid
solid.
stroke. The only weakness I thought in his game, his break was not as good as it could have been, in my opinion.
I agree with
Where's
you.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Wedge?
Wedge. That's my.
See Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy Wedge.
You know, for being really thing. But anyway,
And Buddy also had a hitch. Buddy, when you watch Buddy play, he would take it back and forth, and then right before he'd shoot, he'd stop.
Pause,
and
kind
then
of.
go
Pause,
through.
yeah.
Pause,
Yeah, he
pause. I
paused.
call it a hitch. Pause. Same
but
thing.
he's not wearing the Pro Tour hat, which is really too bad because if you go online, you can go to the Pro Tour website, probilliardstour.com. We have hats, we're going to have shoes, we have shirts, and you can watch these matches in their entirety with the original commentators, which in this case was Nick Varner and Steve Mizrak. Now, we did have a debate. I don't know if I should bring this up. Am I getting a thumbs up or not? Who the worst commentators in pool were. Now, I love Nick. He's a good friend of mine. Steve, we did a lot of things. But unfortunately, they were a little at the bottom in the commentating department. Now, Buddy was you commentated. You were good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever commentated. You would have been good.
No, they actually were grooming me. If I'm not, I think I can say this. I was being groomed with Kim and behind Kim. I don't know if you remember this. I was in the trucks being groomed, and then all the stuff happened, and I never quite made it to the.
Buddy
to the
was
show.
Buddy. I love Buddy's commentating. He was very good. He's got perfect talk, the voice.
knowledgeable too. Buddy was very knowledgeable.
Yeah, I mean, most guys are knowledgeable, but Buddy, he carried him. Nick was actually pretty good. He wasn't that bad.
Let me ask you this, Mike. I mean, going back to the position play, because I want to know your opinion. I mean, who you think played closer and better position than Buddy? Because I'd like to know who that was.
The thing is, it's not a was or a person, okay? What I'm saying is, in 9-ball, getting this close to the ball with the right angle or that close to the ball with the right angle honestly doesn't mean anything. The length of the table means something. You see what I'm saying? So, I played Buddy many times in fight.
So, in other words, if I got 5 feet versus 2.5, it didn't.
Well, 5 feet versus 2.5 is iffy, but 5 feet versus 4 feet doesn't mean anything.
But you would agree. You would agree with me.
He was one of the greatest.
That he got closer to the object ball, which made it.
Ephraim Reyes may disagree with you
I don't think so.
in position, but I mean, again, that's one of those things. You know, Buddy was a great player. He played. His best asset was getting close to the ball with the right angle, and when you play like that, when you're under pressure, that takes a lot of heat off.
Right.
Other guys are shooting these longer and tougher shots, and eventually they're going to make a mistake. And in pool, it's just like in golf. One stroke or one putt a lot of times determines who wins or loses. Pool is even more so because the momentum changes so easily. But he was my toughest competitor in the finals, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. You know, Buddy didn't just play, he went around and played in a lot of small tournaments,
Right.
you know, bar table tournaments. He didn't just stick to the professional events all those years, you know. I learned a lot from Buddy Hall, playing him at a young age.
So what's going through your mind now? You're just sitting here. You're getting. It's all like coming back to you, right? When you're watching this.
Well, he just made a real good shot right
He
there.
made a heck of a
and
shot
like
there.
I said, I wasn't thinking about that game 2 when I could have been up 2-0. That was done gone. But as you look at it in hindsight, if you look at it, it was so big, and now it looks like he's going to go ahead.
What's he going to do? Shoot this off of that ball?
Well, I
He'll
think
shoot
he's
us off
gonna,
the
I think
6.
he's going to play the combination.
Yeah, that's
Kick
what I
that-
said. He shot it off the 6.
Yeah,
Busted
the
it
6
out,
came out. Okay.
And what's the next ball?
This is
was
watch
the good
this shot.
Look how he stayed down.
Look at his
that.
eyes.
Look at it. Look at
Went
his.
in perfect.
Yes, he never moved.
He also played good opposite-handed. We
Really
had that
good.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that talk before.
I actually beat him one time, matched the game up. He gave me in my hometown in Jackson, Mississippi. He gave me a spot. I played opposite-handed, left-handed, and he played right-handed on a bar table. And he gave me a big spot, but I did beat him. You know, but
He's in a tough spot here, though. Look, this is not an
Yeah,
easy
the ball
shot.
was frozen here, and he actually hit it pretty good.
He missed
It just wobbled on him.
That was.
Look at him, he cue behind the head.
He's
No,
going like that, and I'm telling him from our view, that looked like a almost impossible cut.
I never did like shooting balls frozen unless I was like just straight in and had a good angle on them.
Yeah,
He
that
hit
was
a little
overcut it.
fat.
Looked like he overcut it, huh?
No, he hit it going in. Didn't he?
Well, he had to overcut it.
He hit
Couldn't
ball
overcut
first.
if it's
He hit
frozen.
ball first.
If it's froze, you couldn't overcut it, right? So he had to hit ball first.
Right. My bad. Yeah. I
No,
realize
I
what
see
you're
what
saying.
you're
Yeah.
So he's probably thinking, well, look what I just did. Now he's thinking, probably thinks the same thing I was thinking. You know, sitting in the chair. Why ain't I shooting? And why I'm not going to go ahead. So, pool's very frustrating.
Yeah.
When you get an opportunity to run out, and if you don't, you can get punished so many times.
Oh, it's
So
the,
many
it's,
times.
it's the worst. For me, what happened with me, if I got into the frame of mind where I said, you know what, when it's my turn, I'm going to get up and play and not let anything, which was rare. But if I got to that mentality, just to play to enjoy it, I always looked at it a different way and performed good, you know, because there's really nothing you can do. Everybody in pool, with this kind of competence, what's your high run in 9-ball on a 4.5 by 9?
How many
Racks in a row.
I ran 8 racks at the U.S. Open.
8 racks. I've run 9. How many have you run on a 4.5 by 9?
You're talking about
In a row.
tournament play?
No, ever.
8 on a big table
Okay.
and 9 on a little table.
Okay, so we all can run 7, 8, 9 racks, and you're playing a race to 9. So, you know, I'm thinking, I hope I keep shooting. Well, that's the problem in pool. That's why I think there's more pressure in pool because, you're playing, I always relate it to golf. In golf, you get 18 holes, so does he.
Everybody gets a chance in other
Yes.
sports, basically. This is the only sport where you might just sit in your chair and not get to play.
Exactly.
The only
right.
sport.
And for that reason, that's why I think there's way more pressure in pool than any other sport.
I think it makes 9-ball exciting, though.
Oh, sure.
People
You know,
want to
like-
watch people shoot, run out, shoot,
Right.
run out, break, run out.
You were talking about the running of the racks. I would have to think, I mean,
I'm sorry, there's the prize money. It's pretty good prize money for that. It's
Yeah.
30 years ago.
but I don't know what's going on in pool today, but I hear about it and watched a little bit of it. They rack their own balls. Wouldn't you figure racking your own balls and what they know about all the racking?
I don't know about that. If they use that magic rack, I hit them like unbelievable. They all freeze. I crush them with the magic rack.
Well, I've never even
I
heard
really
of the
don't.
magic rack.
No, it's like a little plastic thing, and the ball's just set right in there. I really don't know. You know where all that came from? Now, I'm not saying anything bad. Years ago, okay, do you remember? And I'm going back in the 70s and 80s when I played, and I'm playing Mizurek or Buddy or whatever. I would rack for them, and they would rack for me.
Sure.
Okay, well, and when did that change? Why did that change? Why did all of a sudden now?
Arguing over the rack, I guess.
Yeah, and why did that happen? Because I started playing these other gentlemen from another country, and when I broke, nothing went past the side pocket a handful of times. That's where that. Now, whether they were doing that on purpose or not, I don't know. But that's what changed the entire complexity of playing. Now, normally in tournaments like this, we had referees. a lot of times.
And most of the time in the semifinals and finals, you had referees.
Yeah, but it got to a point where you had to rack your own to put a good rack for yourself.
Yeah, but I don't like that rule.
I don't like it either. I think they should have a referee that can really rack one person, for each person. But pool is not, golf.
When I grew up playing, the whole deal was when you beat the other guy, he was down there at the other end of the table, and it was like I was looking at him like, you know what, you're losing.
Let me see. Look at this shot.
I didn't have nothing to do. I just cut it in.
You just cut it in.
Yeah,
Kim
I came too far though.
Kim, in my opinion, was one of the best shot makers on tour.
Do you make this?
That was a bad time for you to say that because I don't make this.
I don't care. You were a straight shooter.
Yeah, well, I had to let my cue ball go when I cut the 3 down. So what am I going to do? I tried to stop at this side, but it just rolled too far on me. And there you go.
And you played safe though.
I don't think so. I mean, I might have, but I could have got lucky and left him without a shot. But
let's go back to the racking now.
The racking.
But
you got a bad rack from the foreigners? Come on.
Yeah,
I got a lot of bad racks from some of the Americans.
I go like this. I go to break. The first time it happened to me, I was playing Parika. Okay, so he racks the balls. I break. Forget about the side pocket. Nothing went halfway up the table. I went, hey. He looked at me and smiled. Look at Buddy missed that.
Here you go. We have a nice shot coming up here. Me and Reed was talking earlier about did you jump with your regular cue. So I believe this is one where I get airborne with my regular cue and make the jump shot here. I think this is the shot. See what happens. Oh, yeah.
Wow. And you're jumping with your own cue. Nice.
That's a heck of a shot.
That's a heck of a shot there. You're right.
Well,
Did you jump the whole ball or half?
Yeah, I had a whole ball.
The whole ball with your own
Pretty
cue?
much. I think it was a whole ball.
See, I don't
but it was
believe in the
close
jump
to the
cue.
side. It was close to the side. So
look at this.
It's pretty much whole ball.
Unbelievable. Wow. Well,
look how high it
look
went.
at that. That's incredible. You know what
Looked
the
like
thing
Reed
is?
Pierce there.
Is that the Simonis or a napcloth?
The Simonis.
And you jumped it that good.
It's
hard to believe.
Yeah.
Good.
What year, Kim, did we ban the jump cue?
We should have banned it from the start. I can't
understand.
remember. It's been so long ago. I can remember a lot of things, but that I can't remember. I never liked the little jump cue at all. I thought it just kind of belittled, maybe for lack of a better word. I just didn't care for it.
He make a good run. That was an incredible shot there.
Yeah.
And a lot of times a shot like that turns the whole match around.
Yeah, and I was fortunate, to even get a shot. Well, I missed the 4, and then Buddy missed the 4 back. And then,
Stop being so humble. All right, you shot him into a coma. Come on.
I don't know about a coma.
So let's hear more about the Pro Tour. Where can we go here with this?
Where can we go? The Pro Billiards Tour. Yeah, we can go to theprobilliardstour.com, that's for sure.
Right. Now, in this year, though, in 94, I don't know if we even figured all that out. Again, I was gone at this time, but a lot of things were happening. And 94 was like a transition year from what I understand. The tour became self-sufficient. You were getting sponsors. Here's what happened. The other companies, those companies, the BCA and these different companies controlled pool for years. They loved it. And when Don came along,
decades.
And when Don came along, the players got together. They formed for something. That was probably the toughest thing in the world to do because the guys are, I don't know. So anyway, they put them all together, got them organized. They were playing for good money. They had 12 to 16 events this year. I believe 16 events. That was a lot of events.
And for the first time ever in the history of pocket billiards, we had an actual pro billiards tour. We knew who we were going from tournament to tournament. It never been organized like that before.
I know.
Ever.
And you know what? I thought it was impossible to organize the players because they're like a breed of their own. However, Don managed to do that.
What a tough job.
But here's the thing. The other companies didn't like that because, the power thing. They didn't like the idea that we were using our own tables, our own cloth. So what did they do? It started getting ugly. People started going to court. Other companies were doing things. They didn't like the idea that we were controlling our own destiny.
Well, yeah, I mean, why would they even, well, they were losing
money.
control and power. I understand that. But, we had every right. As professionals, we have every right to control our destiny.
Yeah, but they didn't like that because
it's too bad.
It's like what's going on. Democrats, Republicans. Everything's power.
I don't want to go there. But,
okay, but
they also had us in all the nicest hotel rooms.
Yeah, everything was great.
We were staying at a great rate, and nice hotel rooms with restaurants inside. We were being treated like professionals.
Yeah, they were nice. I got tired of some of those other hotels. Yeah, we finally got the real world.
Right.
How about we stayed in El Conquistador out there, huh?
Oh yeah, Puerto Rico.
Oh my God. Well, you were already retired, but wow, what a place. Watch this shot. I want you to maybe focus on this one. Buddy,
What's he doing?
It's a heck of a. See the 8's down, tied up by the 9.
3 rails.
He's got a nice little angle there, but still, you have to hit it pretty smooth.
Yeah, he whacks it. It's got to go 3.
Well, the 8 goes over here.
Yeah, over there.
Yeah, okay.
So he hits it really well.
Perfect.
Yeah, the English takes and he comes up. I mean, he's just like perfect shot.
Again, that's going back to the excuse me, Reed, but that's going back to the angles. Like if he gets straight or something funny on that, you can't do it.
I know Buddy's body movements. I feel like I do pretty good. He looked like right here playing you, Kim, and he looked like that he thought he was going to beat you. I know how he, because if he gets to playing a little shabby, his body language is different.
Yeah.
Like right now, he's
like a Banny Rooster chicken.
He's like he was swinging the cue when he made that shot there. Look at him. He's laughing.
But he's smiling.
Yeah, he's laughing.
High five.
See, I didn't even know that.
Race to 4 now.
Yeah,
so
right.
Now there's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
I'll take 2-1. Buddy wins from here.
What you want to bet?
I don't know. We'll make it easy.
I wish you could see him swinging when he sees his cue ball. See, I wish we had the camera because he swings his stick around. Well, his body language is like.
Yeah, that was very nice.
What Buddy, when I played Buddy, I had a little thing. He didn't like the ear man, so I made sure I had one near him. He didn't like that. He used to call me Michael the Cube.
I put in earplugs one time I played you.
Yeah, I know.
I believe.
Well, I did that. I'm not trying to, make the guy's game wrong. I just did that. It was my nervous energy.
Yeah, well, that's okay. So it's 5-5, Buddy breaks. Now, I said I could remember all the shots, but all of a sudden I
hit him good there now.
Did hit him good. Oh, I can remember this, yeah.
Uh-oh. He hit him good. Did he make one? Yeah.
Made one, he's got a shot.
He made 2.
He
made 2. He's got a shot on the 1. The 2 is low. So he has a good possibility here. He can make the 1 and the 2 if he gets lucky.
Might be able to make the 9.
He's not
the 9?
Oh, it could go in, right.
And I'd been ahead the whole match. I hadn't been behind the game.
The 9 can go in here.
Now, all of a sudden, I can get behind in the match, and that's a little added extra pressure.
Let me see what he does here.
The
9 may go in.
Yes, it could Oh,
he kissed off the 8. That's ridiculous. Oh, that was
nice look, Kim. I look like I just lost my puppy dog.
So it's 6-5 his favor.
6-5 his favor, and I will say one thing about the PBT. Fought for the players,
right?
And now look, without that, without the fight, we couldn't be doing any of this. Right. We wouldn't own them or anything. So it's just, I think it's a blessing in disguise, and we're really gonna see some great stuff happening here in the next few years, or not really a few years, the next few months with the Pro Billiards Tour coming alive and all the stuff we have to offer. We're gonna have a lot more stuff than this, but. We're not going to feed it to you all at once. We're going to.
We got a lot of things.
At a time.
We got a lot of things planned. Don't worry about it.
You've tied this match up now, 6-6.
No,
I think it's 6-6.
It's 6-6 now.
Yes,
it is.
Yes, 6-6.
Where did I miss a game there?
Well,
you didn't.
One skipped.
Yeah.
So it's 6-6 your break. Now you're playing race to 3.
No, I'm playing race to 3.
Yeah, right.
And broke them really well.
They're one on the side.
It can be a coin toss.
Gee, you made 3 bowls.
I should have made 4.
4.
Yeah.
You only made 3.
Now I don't have a pocket for the 3.
Shooting at the 9?
Shooting at the 9.
Yeah, watch the cue ball. Watch the cue ball. Just in case.
There you go. Well, that's a good shot. It's a great shot.
I mean, I didn't have a shot, so I wasn't going to dock.
But that's what they call the 2-way shot. You know what I learned about combinations? I'll tell you one thing you did perfect in that. Most people have a combination like that on a 9. They hit it so hard, hoping if they happens to miss that pocket, it goes somewhere else. But you shot it like a pocketing speed.
Pocket speed, right.
And when you do that, you have a way better chance of making it. There's a tip of the week.
Right. There you go.
Watch. Now what? You hit it. Look, you didn't kill it. Look, you just smoothed it in and played the cue ball.
I did the little.
You kind of looked over at Buddy there, looked like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. You mentioned that too before, didn't you, Reedy?
So now you're ahead.
So now I'm thinking I can run the setup. I only need to win two more games. I'm thinking just let me make a ball, and that's all I'm thinking right now. Get a good break and run out.
You hit those.
I hit them bad.
Look,
I didn't hit
not
them bad,
but not like the other one.
So no shots. So the cue ball kind of went forward on me.
Right. And this is when there's a ball in front of the one. It's difficult to push out because it limits where you can go now.
Now I'm going to put you in shock.
What? You're gonna put me in shock?
I'm going to put you in shock because you couldn't have put a gun to your head to make you do what I'm getting ready to do.
You cut it in. You can't even hit it.
We'll see what happens.
Let me see what you do.
Well, you'll have to wait till I roll out.
Oh, you're gonna roll out. Well, I'll tell you what you do. Let's see. Nice.
You tell me what I did. I know one thing.
Looked like you changed.
I know you wouldn't have done it. I do know that.
Let me look.
I wouldn't
So
either.
from here?
No, I would have never done that. He
What the heck
hooked
you
himself. He just hooked himself a kick. Somebody's finna have to
Well, you
kick.
gotta-
Well, naturally, Buddy's gonna pass.
Wait, can he cut this? Can you
No,
hit
he
the edge of
can't.
the one?
No, he
I
can't.
can hit the edge of the one.
Which one? Which side?
I can hit
The right side
the
has to
left
be.
side. Well, the right, yeah.
The right
other
side. You cut it
Now
in.
he's got me kicking.
No, you're gonna cut it in.
I don't think he can cut it.
He's
Can
gonna.
he?
Oh, he can cut. Trevor would never miss.
No, what I'm saying is I didn't.
I should have had Trevor shoot it for me. It's what I should.
You're gonna
have done.
cut it in this pocket?
Well,
You
I'm
spun
gonna
it in.
try to
You
cut it in that pocket. Put it that way.
I don't know why you pushed there.
You would have never. I understand.
No,
Ever in a million years
Would
would
I
you
have
ever
done
shot
that?
that shot? You probably wouldn't have either.
no, I would have never pushed.
Why
there.
did you do
I
that?
was.
Why did you
I
shoot
did
it?
not. Well, I was in a tough position to roll out. I
Yeah, you
didn't want to
did.
roll all the way down there and get him close to it.
No.
And I figured I might not even shoot again.
I would have rolled him to the myself. I would have rolled him to the end rail and made him cut at it.
Well, I
tough
wish you
end
would
rail
have been
shot.
there with my
Well, I'm
ear.
just saying because I
Told
think
me.
maybe if Buddy did have a weakness, that was another one of his weaknesses. Y'all
Now
might.
this, I felt
Wow,
pretty fortunate.
Josh, he missed
buddy,
I was pretty fortunate.
Pretty fortunate.
Yeah,
Plus, he
pretty
leads you
fortunate
straight in.
that
He
missed.
missed it a foot. I can't believe that.
I was
How do
pretty
you like
fortunate.
that? Well, you know what? You can learn a lot of tips on this, but if you really want to learn stuff, you go to the website soon enough, you're going to be able to do what we're going to call Tip of the Week by myself, Reed, and Kim, and you're going to learn things that have never been learned before from other guys. So trust me on that. You want to go to the Pro Billiards Tour website, probilliardstour.com. We have Tip of the Week. We have these matches in their entirety. We have memorabilia, I believe. We have clothing, shoes, hats. We got it all.
Yes, we do.
Shouldn't we get paid for that? That was like a real good commercial.
I thought we were getting paid. We were not getting paid?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, all right.
See, what they don't see is we got guys over here saying, make sure you get the commercial and make sure you do this, make sure you do that, with nice little cards.
What's this little shot here? This was watch how the three goes on the side. I mean, that ball, if I would have just had a little, I could have just left it there. But I had to just slide it over, so it was all good.
You're not going to run out this right.
Yeah, I'm going to run out this right. Come on.
Okay.
I might even be able to do it opposite hand.
6,
thought you
7.
did
Where are you
play-
playing the 8 over here? Combo. You're playing the 8 over here, right? To our right.
Yeah.
Where your hand is.
Well, yeah, I just have to stop. So,
This is the kind of this is a big game here.
yeah.
Big
I
game.
go up 2 games, 8-6, puts me
You
on
roll
the
down and
On
shoot
the hill.
8.
That's huge.
You roll down and shoot the 8, right?
Yeah.
Across. Oh, I thought you.
The pointer.
Yeah, well,
I really like this
no
table.
need
It
showing
looks
it.
like a
Yeah,
gold frame.
they played pretty good. They actually did. They really did.
No, perfect.
So Buddy's over there. You can see him. He's sitting in an electric chair because
Well, yeah, I mean, he
he
missed
might not
that
get to
one.
shoot again.
Yeah, but he had a shot.
Yeah,
on
he
that
did.
one. I mean,
That's all you can ask for when you're playing
There you go.
championship pool. On championship Sunday.
Yeah.
If you get a shot and miss it, hey, at least you got a shot.
I mean, too many times, you lose where you just don't get the shot. So,
Right.
I would have to say he made a decent mistake there. Not that he
Yeah.
had to lose, but, That's a huge game.
Yeah, it was a big game.
You know, the Hill. Those are the games that I feel when I played way more pressure. Only the score, not the guy I'm playing. You know,
Right.
the situation put a lot of pressure. Even in the beginning, you know, like we were going back to 4-1 to 3-2. Those are big games.
Now here I am. It's 8-6. I'm breaking. I mean, reaching this point without final victory, it would have meant nothing. It would have devastated me not to win this. Not to win this match. Especially having I hadn't won in 2.5 years. It would have been. You know how that goes. You've had some finals where you lost and you.
Tell me about it.
I still have some tournaments that I lost in the finals that haunts me. Look at that.
The one went in and out. Did you see
Yeah.
that? I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah,
The
I
one,
seen it.
to me, looked like it went in the side and popped out. Look at this. This is a
Look
nice
at
layup.
my hand on the back of my head. It's like, because I knew I might not even get to shoot again.
I know.
You know?
Sure, it would have been 8-7, and he's breaking. Sure, he can easily run.
Well,
the
I mean, if he wins this game,
it's 8-7.
it's 8-7, and him breaking.
And look, he's got a good layout. I mean, this is not, well, the 3-9, I believe, is what he's going to do. Right?
Yeah,
Is that what I'm looking at?
3-9 set up pretty good because he couldn't, because the 8 had him. He couldn't try to take a chance.
But
to
he
go.
could have played the 3 in this lower left pocket if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, does he miss this? Right? I mean, he could have got over here. You see what I'm saying?
I don't think Buddy's going to miss that one.
All right. I don't know.
I think this is easier than what it looks like.
I don't
from the
think
eye
so.
view.
He's also got a funny angle. He should have been. The
I
cue ball could have
love.
been.
See, I love this angle. When I cut it back to the right, for me, I that's the way I wanted to. If it was that shot, yeah,
Oh yeah, it was a hanger. Okay.
Yeah.
it was easier, I think, than what.
It's every shot's a hanger from this chair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right. And when it goes in, it's easy. When he misses it, oh, that was a bad choice.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see it was pretty close to
Yeah.
that, you know. So
Well, he wasn't dead. I like being straight in a 3, just hit it straight and make the 9.
Oh, well, sure.
I mean, he had to cut that. I mean, man, 8-7.
8-7, race to 9.
take-
I'm not breaking.
I'll take 3-1. He runs the whole set
Yeah.
from here. Okay.
Well, really and truly, right here at this spot. I mean, Kim, you might be the underdog.
I understand
I
because
think
I'm not at the I have no control. I'm sitting in that electric
Right.
chair, and I'm thinking, please, you know,
I
just
honestly,
give me one shot.
Honestly, if you replayed this match and we were looking at this live, and I was sitting here, I would have to take Buddy.
Well,
He's at the table.
Yeah, I think the guy at the table, especially the way the table's breaking, I think
Especially if
he's
he makes a ball.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
he makes a ball, especially, he's got control of the game.
Yeah.
The only thing he cannot do is scratch
Right.
on this break. That would be the kiss of
Boy, he
death.
killed him.
Oh,
Look at
no,
that.
Didn't kill him. See
Yes,
where's cue ball?
it does-
Now, he would let the cue ball come
He
down.
always let it go forward.
Well, he got lucky there. But look where
He
the cue
can't
ball.
always let it go forward.
Yeah.
But no, his break. I mean,
He didn't have.
you know, we
hit
talked.
pop.
You know, Buddy and I. You know, we were together and we talked about stuff with the break and this and that. I worked with Hopkins, a couple other guys, and because when he was playing other guys when I was in with him, he did this a lot, where the cue ball came down. Naturally, the one's always going to be up table. This time he's got a shot. But a lot of times he doesn't. See what I mean? That's the guy that shoots at the 1 first wins in 9 ball.
Sure.
That's it. That's to me. That's the whole thing.
Well, not this game.
Well, not this game, but he's got a
Well, I
good
figured I'd
layout.
throw
here.
that into you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but the
I mean,
7-9
he's in control.
But the 7-9 or what is that?
It's a
down?
3-9.
Does the 3 go?
Well, you'll have to wait and see. So now the match is really starting to get interesting.
I don't
Look
think
at this
the
stroke
3-9
Buddy hit right
goes.
there. What, boy, he pockets balls as good as anybody too. When he hits a ball, it stays hit.
He's got a good angle, but I don't think the 3
The
goes.
3 doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, okay,
and then the billiard's off.
so he's in trouble.
So he's playing, and I don't know why he did this, because I thought he could have gotten in a little trouble doing it this
I
way.
would have
but-
played for a safety on the
Well,
3.
that's what he's doing. See, I thought he could have snipped that ball and got behind it. So now he shakes his head. Watch. It's like, well, I
So
don't,
the
I don't
score is 8-8.
8-7.
8-7, my favorite.
Oh,
He got unlucky.
That's
The
what I
3-9 was
thought.
like that, right?
Well, if the 3-9's off,
he's
gonna
probably
run out.
going to run out. I mean,
got
look,
con-
they're wide open, nothing on a rail.
I got confused when I said he was the favorite. I thought it was 8-7, but then for some reason I thought.
Well,
you
I
said it
mean,
was
he
8-8.
makes the ball in the break. I mean,
Yeah.
let's see what he does.
Playing safe. He hit it perfect.
I hit it perfect.
Yeah.
You win from here.
So Buddy,
He hit it perfect.
Buddy don't shoot no more from here. Yeah.
You don't shoot no more. Well, you got
So
lucky.
everything, yeah. Well, I might have got lucky. I got a little fortunate.
But he hit it as good as you could hit it.
Yeah.
I mean, now if you were
Look,
playing
buddy,
Rays,
he
I'd
loves.
lay 3-1. You don't shoot from here. Okay,
Right,
but
I understand. So look at where the 3 is at, and the angle coming off the rail. I had a good angle to go up past the side and come straight off
don't
into
tell me
the
you
3.
kicked this in.
100 miles an hour.
Just
I
perfect.
bet you hitting it hard.
Buddy's looking. Shots off. Boom.
Oh,
Kiss, and now.
Oh, and
Now the hardest shot of this whole rack is
You know,
coming up.
Buddy gets.
that's a little cold-blooded there.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
Great
I played
shot.
it.
Great.
I got a little
Mike,
fortunate
I mean,
for it to go
kiss.
in, but it was a great shot.
Yeah, great kick,
The
great
next shot,
I mean,
was the
But
hardest
the
shot
odds
in
of
the
that
rack.
going in is remote.
I understand. I'm just saying he hit his solid.
Oh
at least.
yeah, of course. But you could do it 100 in a row. And
Look at Buddy. He's so mad. Look,
So let me ask you a question. After making that shot,
right.
there's a lot
Now,
of pressure.
all these others are hangers, right? This shot was the hardest shot that I'm
Where is it? Where's the ball?
Straight in down in the corner, and I got to draw it back. But after making that shot, this one was very difficult.
So you felt a lot of pressure on this?
Yes.
Really?
I knew if I make this and draw it back into a good position.
Oh yeah.
I won the
Well,
game.
that yeah. But
No, I didn't even think about missing it, but you know what I mean. It was difficult.
plus you could stop your ball or all
Well,
the draw.
anything,
That's
yeah.
when the adrenaline's flowing.
So I drew
But
it
you
back
hit
in good.
perfect.
Yeah, perfect. So now from here, it's okay.
Ooh.
You sure?
Yeah. Well, I was still, cautious. And,
I would say Buddy's a little hard luck there. He played a perfect safe. He kicked the 3
Yeah.
in.
I would say
but-
Kim made a great shot.
Well, he made a great kick.
Great.
If I was Buddy, I'd be a little steamed right now.
he's going to get steamed, or
But that's pool. That's what happens. I mean, that happens.
he now
He hit it and it went in.
Now after I win this match, I do something here, and I didn't really think about what I did or why I did it. I just did it, and it was like still to this day. I think the emotions overran me because I hadn't won in, like I said, 2.5
Right.
years, and it just
Now you like it.
from here. Well, yeah, you could get up from here, Mike.
Me, maybe.
Even right now today.
Yeah, even today. Maybe. I don't know. My arm's like this now.
So Buddy got a little. He said after we spoke. I mean, me and Buddy are friends. We've always been friends. So I jump up on the table. I get in, yeah, I'm the champ type.
Never.
Well, yeah. I mean, So now we shake hands.
Good
Me and
match,
Buddy
Kim.
shake hands, and then later on, see, he got a little mad at me for jumping. He said, "You didn't have to do that. Show me off."
Really?
And why this was? We're in Kentucky. Buddy's from Kentucky. So
Yeah.
it was a tough match. It was most definitely Buddy Hall territory fans.
Sure.
So it was a great win for me.
All these matches, at the end, you're playing, they're all tough. And you're playing, guys like,
Yeah.
Earl or Reyes or anybody. I mean, they're all
No matter who you
difficult.
play, it's
Any
tough.
of those wins is a great win.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all. And you remember it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, no doubt.
You be one of the greatest players that's ever played.
Sure did.
I think Buddy told me about that match.
He
won
probably
that.
said,
Look at Kim.
Davenport. What is he
You
doing?
think you could jump up there like that easy today, Kim?
No, I'd have to need a step stool to get up there today. What are you talking about? Are you crazy?
More phenomenal matches. This is only 2 or 3 of some of these. We have a ton of great matches. We hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.